Jay-Z and Diddy are considered the biggest artists of this generation, and they've been so for a lot of years now. These music moguls have reportedly used the huge power they hold in the music industry to dictate the lives of lesser artists who just want to make a name in the industry. However, there are artists like 50 Cent who aren't afraid to call out Diddy and Jay-Z. Now this is how 50 Cent exposed Jay-Z and Diddy.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, "I come on, I'm talking to her." She jumped out. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what are you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So
on.
Hope wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
You talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
To make matters worse, Beyonce's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, claimed that Jay was to blame for Beyonce's severe substance addiction. According to him, Jay introduced her to various substances in order to manipulate and control her. This situation bears a resemblance to what happened with Diddy and Cassie. Cassie accused Diddy of supplying her with alcohol and substances like ketamine and ecstasy, leading her into dangerous addictions that took over her life.
About you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top.
Then there's the alleged former mistress of Jay, Kathy White, who supposedly confirmed reports about Jay being alive. Kathy's presence became known when people began investigating and stumbled upon an article by Hollywood Street King alleging Jay's affair with her. The article hinted at a juicy rumor suggesting Jay-Z was involved with a woman named Kathy White, one of Claudia Jordan's acquaintances from H-Girls. According to the diary of a Hollywood Street King, Jay has been in a romantic relationship for some time. If you enlarge the picture, you can just barely make out Kathy and Claudia standing close to Jay's left, a position reserved for those in his inner circle. Upon zooming in, Kathy can be seen accompanying Jay, Diddy, and Claudia Jordan. However, things take a dark turn as just a year after Kathy and Jay's affair, she tragically passed away under mysterious circumstances. Her cause of death was officially reported as a brain aneurysm, but many doubted this explanation and suspected foul play.
Was she pregnant by him? She was pregnant enough to know that she was having a boy. Jay-Z was with Beyonce, married to Beyonce by then. He did not want any outside children. Remember, I said Miss Knowles did not want them other children around, okay? So the thing was, Beyonce might have told him, look, I know you out here, but you better not bring no mother here on me. This ain't fences. You better not bring a big baby here talking about I fucking got a baby. You know.
Once again, Hollywood Street King delivered all the evidence, even going as far as speaking with an NYPD officer involved in the investigation. An article I stumbled upon laid out the whole story. It stated that yesterday, news broke of Kathy White's sudden passing. Surprisingly, Kathy's death wasn't due to a brain aneurysm, as widely reported online. According to an NYPD detective, her cause of death remains uncertain. At present, her death is being treated as suspicious. A frantic call for help pierced the tranquility of a 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan, summoning an ambulance to Kathy's aid. Racked by illness, she was swiftly whisked away to Beth Israel Hospital, where tragically she drew her last breath. Speculation loomed over the cause of her demise. Was it an aneurysm? The truth lay shrouded until an autopsy could shed light on the matter. Yet, suspicions lingered. Had someone slipped Kathy a lethal dose? A toxicology report, awaited with bated breath, promised answers in 2 weeks' time. The events preceding her untimely demise added another layer of intrigue. Just weeks prior, Kathy found herself entangled in a tabloid's investigation into a purported connection with Jay-Z. With scant details shared, the mystery only deepened.
So whatever the Beyonce over there saying to him or doing, like whatever her magic is whooping his ass to the point to where that he knew he had to take care of this situation with Kathy White. She most assuredly was pregnant by him, okay? And her being pregnant by him would have meant a lot to her. It would have been a come up. She pregnant by Sean Corey Carter, Beyonce's husband, okay? She was going to have his child. Child would look just like him, honey. Would have been just like him.
However, as per an insider, subsequent to her association with the tabloid, she reached out to Jay and disclosed her intention to reveal their affair to the public for a fee. This transpired within the past fortnight. Shortly thereafter, slightly over 48 hours after Beyonce's announcement of her pregnancy with Jay's child, this woman tragically passed away under dubious circumstances. As evident to all, Jay exhibits the same level of deceit and reprehensibility as Diddy. However, what sets him apart is his cunning intellect and ability to restrain his primal urges. Unlike Diddy, who lets his unchecked desires dictate his actions. But 50 Cent, he's not content to sit idly by and witness this unfold. When Cassie bravely stepped forward with her lawsuit against Diddy, exposing his manipulative behavior and coercion, 50 Cent wasted no time in voicing his support for her. He publicly called out Diddy for his actions, highlighting the swift settlement of Cassie's lawsuit within 24 hours, sarcastically remarking on Diddy's sudden generosity.
50 Cent has leaked audio that proves Jay-Z and Diddy have been sacrificing the careers of other artists so they can eliminate the competition and stay on top. Despite the time and money, 50 Cent still did his best to expose them.
50 Cent explained how Jay-Z is in hiding while this whole Diddy lawsuit blows over. He said, Jay in hibernation, he ain't coming outside till this shit with Puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner, lol. I'm all you got, I'm outside. I mean, it's been alleged that Diddy is throwing Jay-Z out there because he is not speaking up and he is not helping him whatsoever. And we know how close Jay-Z and Diddy were. I mean, the Jane Doe from one of the Diddy lawsuits allegedly is Tierra Marie. And if you remember, Jay-Z and Tierra Marie were together all the time back then. And with their friendship going back as far as it does, Jay-Z better hope that Diddy doesn't open his mouth. I mean, we've heard it from Jaguar Wright as well that she knows that Jay-Z is going to be brought down with Diddy. Because allegedly they are the ones that have been offing and side-mining all of these relevant hip-hop artists in the industry for years. 50 Cent is a real one and he is coming at everybody's neck and I absolutely love that.
Well, folks are saying the reason why no one is coming out to support Diddy is that his so-called friends, including Jay-Z, are not happy about the fact that he was secretly recording them while they were doing all their deeds. But they actually shouldn't have been surprised because, you know, there's no honor among thieves. It looks like Diddy tried to pull a fast one on his friends, and when push came to shove, everyone decided to protect their behind and leave Diddy hanging. And before you start wondering why 50 is so focused on Jay, out of all the people Diddy has been friends with in the industry, you have to remember that 50 also has beef with Jay-Z. Once upon a time, 50 Cent, Diddy, and Jay-Z used to be among the 3 biggest MCs in New York. That link up gave us the iconic I Get Money track. But along the line, 50 fell out with Jay-Z and Diddy for whatever reason, probably because 50 just couldn't handle the number of dark things the other two had going on. Since 50 started beefing with Jay-Z, he has never missed an opportunity to call him out. One time he even talked about how Jay-Z has a God complex and thinks he's better than everyone because of his money. And then another time, when he was asked to describe Jay-Z in one word, he just said, good business. Another time, he threw shade at Jay for not being original and instead trying to model himself after gay painter Basquiat.
You image yourself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with this.
So, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that 50 Cent and Jay-Z are not on good terms at all. But you see Jay and Diddy? Nah, those two have remained besties over the years, and they have never been afraid to show off their love for each other. Diddy always had a picture of himself and Jay-Z on his website, and now he has this cute little speech Jay-Z gave in his honor for the montage for Diddy's Lifetime Achievement Award. And here he is, proudly telling everyone that the only 2 people allowed to call him by his government name Sean are his mama and Sean Carter. Also, whenever either of them hosts a party, the other is sure to be on the guest list. That's why people found it weird when Jay-Z conveniently decided not to host his annual Rock Nation party this year, which many people felt was just his way of trying to avoid being seen in public with Diddy. And even going back before that, people have noticed that Jay-Z has been keeping a low profile since Cassie's lawsuit dropped. The only time we've ever really seen him in public was during the last Grammys, and he left right after receiving his award. It seems like Jay-Z has been trying to avoid Diddy at all costs. But the question is, what does Jay-Z have to do with everything that's been going on with Diddy? Well, according to 50 Cent and other industry insiders, everything you're seeing with Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg. Jay-Z has much darker secrets, the only difference between him and Diddy being that he is smarter and not sloppy. Do y'all remember how Jaguar Wright said basically the same thing in a recent interview?
Sean Carter is worse. He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Just even lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years. He's fucking worse.
Jaguar has actually been on Jay-Z's case for a long time because she believes he is one of the most dangerous people in the industry. A couple years ago, she did an interview where she talked about how Jay-Z and R. Kelly share the same dark history, even down to girlfriends. And when you think about it, Jay did allegedly have something weird going on with Aaliyah, and this was confirmed by Dame Dash in an interview where he talked about how he felt betrayed when Jay-Z started going after Aaliyah. Also, isn't it super creepy that Jay-Z knew about all the things R. Kelly was doing with Aaliyah, but also with all them other girls and women that were working on him and still did a whole album and tour with him? Jay-Z certainly has a very interesting style of picking his friends.
The video also exposes the fact that Diddy has been falling off the radar since the investigation started more than half a year ago. Jay-Z has similarly been hard to find in the past couple of weeks. It's almost like he wants to avoid anything that's got to do with Puffy.
The best? Jay-Z. Good business. Say hypothetically it was 50 Cent #1, then who? Would it be Jay after that?
Probably not. They're afraid their kids gonna want to be 50 Cent if they acknowledge the material. So they don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Jay got all the trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
What was Beyonce? No, if you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming.
50 Cent has called out Jay-Z and Diddy for sacrificing people to move their careers up. And some of the allegations he made are pretty serious, including Jay-Z and Diddy being responsible for, or at least having a hand in, the deaths of multiple rappers. Does 50 Cent really have information on Jay-Z and Diddy's dark parts? Are Jay-Z and Diddy really sacrificing other rappers just to get on top? Let's dig in. The competition in the rap game is often cutthroat, especially back in the 90s when everyone was a gangster, everyone wanted to pop off, and no one wanted to be caught slacking. There were, and still are, rappers who would do anything, cross anyone, to make it on top. According to 50 Cent, Jay-Z and P. Diddy are two rappers who fall into that category of rappers for whom no cost is too great to pay as long as it pushes their career forward, even if that means getting rid of other rappers. Now, y'all know that Jay-Z and Diddy have always faced Illuminati allegations and been suspected of offing rappers as sacrifices to the Illuminati. Those rumors are reaching at best. So let's focus on 50 Cent's allegations that Jay-Z and Diddy have ripped numerous artists off through their record labels. One rapper that immediately comes to mind when talking about Jay-Z's shady dealings is the legendary rapper Coolio, who died last year. On a Wednesday afternoon in September last year, Coolio was at a friend's house in LA when he went to the bathroom and never came back outside. When the friend checked on him, he found Coolio passed out on the floor. Paramedics would later confirm that Coolio died on the spot. For months, the details behind Coolio's death remained unknown, though many people suspected he died from a cardiac arrest. Many of Coolio's close associates and family knew that he had been battling some underlying health issues for years, but others believed that Jay and Diddy were somehow involved in Coolio's death because of some interviews Coolio did shortly before he died that suggested that he might have been afraid for his life. Apparently, Coolio had dirt on some people in the industry, and he wanted to expose them for who they were. So, they had to act and silence him before he could come out with any damning information. Authorities later confirmed that Coolio had undiagnosed heart conditions that eventually led to his death. But
the allegations just keep on coming. We all know that Jay-Z and Diddy did some pretty nasty, sick things together, but the most shocking part is the fact that they're willing to take drastic measures to ensure they stay in power. Many artists who have involved themselves with Diddy and JayZ usually meet tragic ends.
This time, 50 pulls out an old video of Diddy on stage slapping Hove on his back, man.
All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and trying to engage other men into sexual acts with him.
50 Cent isn't taking any days off from trolling Diddy, and he just released a video to seemingly prove that JayZ took part in Diddy's male freak-offs. Now, we know that Diddy and Jay are still very close, because just months ago, Diddy said in an interview that only two people are allowed to call him by his government name, Sean, his mom, and JayZ. Diddy also still has a photo of him and Jay on his website, Combs Global, and it looks like he takes a lot of pride in their friendship. But is 50 Cent now implying that Diddy and Jay were more than friends at some point? Or is Jay staying silent on Diddy allegations because his closet is also full of skeletons? Let's get into it.
He feel like let's call it more. Yeah, more. Let's go celebrate this.
Ever since news broke that Cassie was suing Diddy for all kinds of depraved acts, including forced encounters with male S-workers, Fiddy has been exposing all kinds of messy details about Diddy. And now he also added JayZ in the chat, seemingly implying that Diddy and Jay have more in common than most people think. Now, 50 Cent and JayZ have been at odds for more than 2 decades, and at one point, 50 even accused Jay of buying his way to the top.
Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased. We can buy it with marketing dollars.
50 also thought it was weird that JayZ refers to himself as Jesus, and he told Rolling Stone in 2009 he has a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus. This Jehovah. And in that same interview, 50 also seemingly accused Jay of betraying people who are closest to him, like former Rockefeller artist Beanie Siegel. 50 said he didn't have their interests in mind. He was just doing what he had to do for himself. And it's not just 50 who thinks Jay ruined a lot of people to get to the top. Uncle Ron, who reportedly briefly worked as Beyonce's bodyguard, claimed that both Jay and Beyonce destroyed many people.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Siegels. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top.
But Uncle Ron also said something about Beyonce that fans think sounds very similar to what Cassie said about Diddy.
Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
And then Jaguar Wright made even more serious claims, suggesting that a lot of people who were once in Jay's inner circle, like Big L, faced tragic ends.
The first time I ever saw Jay-Z or even heard him spit a rhyme was at an MC battle, street battle in New York. But he didn't show up as Jay-Z. He didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as the nigga that was with Big L.
Rest
For
in
those
peace.
of you.
Rest in peace, Big L.
Rest in peace, Big L.
One of the
That was the
dopest. One of the
sensei.
dopest. Yes.
Big L.
There's also evidence that shows it was always a freak-off fest whenever Jay-Z and Puffy were together. Now, they might have to hold off on any future freak-offs after all this Diddy drama.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look. Later you're going to find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck is this nigga just like? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I'm going to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me he want to take me shopping, what the fuck is the matter with this nigga?
Wait, hold on. Well, where was this at?
This was at the wedding.
All at that wedding.
Story. Tell him the story. So we talk about rumors, right?
Yeah.
And we, when you Google his name, there's a rumor that pops up that he was Diddy's boy toy.
Oh shit!
Right?
Wait, so this is
so Charlamagne said
it's not true, but I told after he brought up this stuff with you, I said, you know what 50 gonna say when he meets you? Oh no, I didn't know that was going on. You know, I can't wait to run into him again. What you gonna say to him? Puffy was playing with your booty in Miami. You know what 50 gonna say to you when he sees you. What? I heard Diddy touch your butt. Yeah. Wait till I see him. Wait till I see him. I'll be like, yo. Yeah.
Last time Sean Diddy Combs came to the clubhouse, he played Plead the Fifth. But did Diddy plead for pity? He didn't. So here's what, Sean Diddy Combs, the time has come for you to plead the Fifth again. I have 3 much harder questions. You may plead the Fifth to only one. 50 Cent has thrown a few insults your way recently. Called you a fruit boot biscuit, among other things. Have you talked to him about this? And why do you think he's throwing insults at you?
He loves me.
He loves you?
He loves me.
And so it's out of love?
I mean, or some insecurities.
Too good?
But yeah, I don't take it seriously. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's not really a big deal to me. It doesn't affect my life.
Stevie J first came to Bad Boy after they left Uptown Records and everything like that. And Stevie J and Puff fell out real bad over producer credits and the whole 9 yards. But Stevie J didn't F with him until Love and Hip Hop. When Stevie J went to Love and Hip Hop and he became famous from that, Puff called him over there and they had a meeting. And I guess they rekindled their friendship. Because I used to bodyguard Stevie J. And, go to different clubs. You know, I got pictures and everything. Stevie J didn't mess with Puff. That Stevie J went on TMZ and was speaking up on behalf of Diddy. Now, if anybody I want speaking up behalf of me, or I had anybody speaking up on my behalf, it wouldn't be Stevie J. You understand? I don't think that an individual of his caliber is capable or can be trusted in a way that I would like for him based on his actions on television. And the infamous words of one of the world's greatest comedians, Richard Pryor, cocaine is a hell of a drug.